because in the Netherlands, till 6 p.m. it is good afternoon. From 6 p.m. to 12.
Switch on.
हमारी आवाज Alright, I said good afternoon because I come from Netherlands, and in the Netherlands 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. is good afternoon, 6 p.m. to midnight is good evening, and after midnight you don't know what to wish. Okay, so anyways, good evening guys. It's been a patient wait for me to come to ATA and do this. Adi has been calling me for the past 2 offline events. I could not come, but today here I am. I want to talk about the topic which has been trending all day, AI. But I ran into a glitch because previously my session was scheduled and then there was a glitch. So I want to say 2 lines in Hindi, inspired by my fellow mate who is also in a foodie, Sachin Sharma. He is the co-enabler of the test track community. So he is very good with poetry and shairi. So I'm going to just try. जब AI ने की बेवफाई, तब इंसान की समझदारी ही काम आए. So it was Adi who actually fixed my problem. So here we are. So with this presentation, you must have heard of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. एक तीर से 2 निशाने. I'm going to kill 3 birds with 1 stone, because this is a story which has been, which is a summary, basically, of a project that we did for an IoT project for a material science customer. For non-disclosure reasons, I cannot name the project or the company for which the project was done. And this is also an AI presentation. And all credit goes to my friend Shikij, who's in the audience. He said, don't say non-functional, say parafunctional. Okay, and he's damn right. Because there is nothing non-functional. Okay, everything has to go through functionality. If you want to test performance, you have to depend on the functionality of the system. If you have to test security, you have to depend on that. Usability, you have to depend on the functionality. So everything is functional testing. Or whatever you want to call something else, call it parafunctional. So thank you, Shitish, for that one. And the third thing is, this is also a personal story. Okay, so in movies, when the movies start, initially you have disclaimers. So I thought, why not give disclaimers? So this is based on a true story, and this is aimed at tickling your brain. And as they say, no animals were hurt during the making of the movie. So no humans were hurt during the making of this presentation, because this is about AI. Alright, so let's start. Now, when we see software today, what is happening? There is a rat race. Every product owner, every product manager wants to build features. And we all keep focusing on features. Okay, we test features all the time. It's all about features, features, and features. Okay, so that is a problem, right? Because how much features can you have? Now imagine that you have a house, okay, which has a big foundation, but a very flashy living room. A living room full of nice furniture, a big TV and all that. Will that sustain? Can you sustain with it for a really long time? No, right? So it is not about the features, it is more about making sure that you get optimum performance, you have ample security, you have great user experience, right? Yeah, that's what you want from the software. So, if you imagine that you are moving from a 2-bedroom house, okay, to a 3-floor, 4-bedroom house, what would be the transition? How would it feel like? Anybody has changed homes recently? In the last 5 years? Sanjay. Okay, there. Okay, why did you change home, Sanjay?
Need a bigger space.
Need a bigger space. Okay, what about you? Bigger space. Any other reason? Society not good? Neighbors not good? Nobody? Come on. Blame it on the neighbors, no? Come on. Alright. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is, let's say we have that 2-bedroom house, okay, we are living happily. There's a family of 3 living there, okay? And the child, when he goes to school, he has 19 classmates, so there are 20 children in the class. The little boy says, Daddy, I want to have a birthday party and I want to invite all my friends with their parents to the party. So now there are 20 children and 40 parents. 60 people in the 2-bedroom house. What do? You somehow try to say, convince the child it's better to have a party at a party hall, or at some restaurant, or at some other place, or try to avoid the party completely. Okay? And then your child will not talk to you for 2 weeks. Okay? So that is what it means in this context. That, if you are not looking at your performance problems early, then you are creating a problem for yourself. So what we did in case of our software was, we used AI to have ample foresight. We wanted it to predict what could be the challenges. And we were able to do it, and this, the thing that I'm talking about, is much before ChatGPT actually came. Okay, the software that we built was in 2019-2020, which is 2 years before ChatGPT. So AI always existed, it was not that famous. ChatGPT only made it famous, right? Then we were also able to simulate real-time experiences of users based on historical data and what we were trying to achieve. And then based on that, we were able to optimize the system. Okay, so likewise, when you are thinking about buying a new house for a bigger space, you start thinking, okay, these may be the problems. Now there may be a capacity problem. People said they wanted a bigger space. Why did they need a bigger space? Because the family is growing. The children are growing, they need more space. Okay, if there are 2 children, then they need separate rooms. If there are girls, then they need, at a very early age, they will say, oh, I need my privacy. Right? Okay, so this happens. Sometimes you also need, okay, so for example, Sanjay is here, he's a creator. Okay, so he needs a studio in the house. He's not happy with a small room and something, he wants a bigger studio, nice space, with nice lights and all that. So that's why maybe, isn't it Sanjay? Yeah. Alright. So, then about security, okay? So, again, coming back to the 2-bedroom house. Normally when we think of a house, okay, the 4 walls in the roof makes a house, right? You can live inside, you can make it into a 1-bedroom, hall, kitchen, whatever. Okay? And then you can do whatever you want to. But how secure will it be? You can't do anything. Even with your 2-bedroom houses, how secure can you make it? You can probably replace the door, okay, put a nice latch, maybe have a camera or 2, or if you're living in an apartment, then depend on the society to have a camera, take approvals from all your neighbors, okay? So you will try to make it secure, but still, if there is a burglary intended to happen, it will happen. Okay, there may be chaos, or if something goes wrong in the neighborhood, you won't even realize. So what you start thinking about security in advance. So we thought about the same thing, and what we did was, we tried to automate our vulnerability detection through AI. We said, okay, let's put AI to work, and AI was able to give us the vulnerability upfront. Then we used it for threat prevention, and also we were able to monitor the security of the application continuously when we were doing that project, right? Then, okay, now when we look for a bigger house, okay, everybody wants to have a room for themselves, right? The children will want a room dedicated for themselves. You will want the children to have a space where they can play.
The content which you are publishing every week in your newsletter are thoroughly researched, and I enjoyed reading it. A lot of latest things are published. So thank you and keep writing.
Thank you.
So what we mentioned was about the test chat newsletter. Well, I am from Infosys Netherlands, but Sachin and I are co-enablers of a community called the Test Chat, okay, which we co-founded during COVID times, and it is to help motivate testers and speak without the fear of being judged. That is the goal of the community. So as a part of the community initiative, we do a bi-weekly newsletter where I publish articles regularly, and there are guest articles also published. So in case any of you want to get your article published with a better reach out to me and it can be a part of the test chat newsletter.
Thank you for that, Brijesh.
Any other questions?
Probably there'll be many blogs reaching your inbox.
Yeah, any other question?
Okay.
I guess everybody is ready for dinner, huh? Let's give the panel discussion. No, next up is Sanjay, so that's a more important section. Alright, thanks guys.
Thank you, Brijesh. Thank you for sharing your insights with us.